That is what I would like to know. And I don't care if she was up doing circus acrobatics in front of the class. You still, as a cop, should not be dragging a child through the classroom. The fact that they can convince you black people who want to coon and act ridiculous that this behavior is okay is a problem. Because you're literally okaying and co-signing your genocide, but you just for some reason don't get that. Do you really think that if you were in that same situation, you wouldn't that wouldn't happen to you? It would happen to you just as much as it happened to her, because you have the same skin color as she does. It doesn't matter if you're the lighter shade of brown or a darker shade of brown. The bottom line is, in the slavery days, the light-skinned girls were slaves too. They were just in the house getting raped, and the black men were on the field getting beat. The darker-skinned slaves were on the field. The lighter-skinned were in the house getting raped. So, why do you think that you're any better? Because you're not. Because all the dark-skinned people could get up and leave and go to Africa, and the light-skinned people are still going to get treated that way. I've literally not seen one of these cops shoot a person and say, well, she was disruptive, she was light-skinned, she was wearing weaves, so that's why we need to kill all these black people. You guys want to pay attention to the most dumb, trivial, unimportant stuff that I've ever... It makes no sense to me. You guys are out here dying. We are all out here dying in mass amounts very rapidly, and you want to pay attention to the dumbest stuff that you could ever be paying attention to, as if it's actually going to keep you alive. And it's not. The only thing that's going to keep you alive is if you act smart, be strategic, build up your own community, and stop thinking that you can coon your way out of it. You can't coon your way out of racism. It's like, really? Even if they killed all the non-coons, they're still going to kill the coons after. So you're postponing the inevitable by cooning. Cooning does not keep you alive. And having sex does not cure racism. So I don't care how many white people you might go out. And here's another thing. What is it with all you talking about, oh, he can't be racist because he was dating a black woman? I don't care how many black women he dates. That just means he likes to have sex with black vagina. And we already know historically white men have a fetish for that anyway. That hasn't gone anywhere. Sexual attraction doesn't care about race except when it applies to me, because, yeah, I'm never getting with a white man. Don't like pink pale skin. Anyway, so why do you think that a racist person, just because a white man, let's go back to the 1800s and the slaveries, who was mostly getting raped by white men? Black women. So why do you think that because he wants to have sex with a black woman that he's not a racist? That's called a fetish. That's just like the white people that want to go have sex with animals. They will still kill, slaughter, and eat animals, but they will still have sex with them. So why do you think that just because this white man is able to lay down with some low self-esteem having black woman who wants to pretend that he's not racist, although I'm pretty sure he's shown her he's racist, because racist white people, they can't contain their racism for that long. Eventually, they're going to show you, if not tell you, exactly how racist they are. So why do you think because he gets with a black woman who has decided to ignore the fact that he's racist, that means he's not racist? Yeah, no. He's still racist. He's still racist. He just likes to have sex with black women. That's all that means. And there's tons of racist white women out there who just likes to have black men. And really, if you think about it, if you had the option to have sex with a black man and a white man, really? If you want satisfying sex, I would hope you would pick the black man, because I don't want to be laid up in the bed with somebody to where if they sweat, they're going to turn and they're going to start smelling like a wet dog. That's not sexy. So my question is, why is it that white people can convince you of anything? It's like, I don't understand it. It's like, you guys don't want to think for yourself at all. You can be convinced of anything. You can even be convinced to co-sign and delight in your own genocide. And that is ridiculous. The mental slavery is just so concentrated, and it's just like, it's frustrating to me. It's like, why don't you guys just not be coons, and why don't you just not be self-hating people? Why don't you learn to love who you are? Cooning is not going to make a group of people who's never accepted you and never liked you and still don't like you. So why do you want to be like a group of people that's shown you that they are the worst morally corrupt people ever? to exist. Why do you want to be like them? Why do you want to be accepted by them? That's like me going to hell and vying for the demons to accept me. Really? That doesn't make any sense. Unless you're actually a demon. Now, if I'm a demon and I'm going to hell and I'm telling all these demons, please accept me because I'm a demon too, that's different. But most black people are trying to go out and get a group of people that they know do not like them. All the historical evidence says they don't like you. Why do you want them to accept you? Why do you need to be accepted by somebody who doesn't like you? I never can even think about a time when I was even in high school, middle school, junior high school, whatever. Both the same thing, but still. Elementary school. I was never want to sit there and want people to not, who doesn't like me, to like me. Oh, well, if you don't like me, who cares? I like me. At the end of the day, unless you're doing something that's going to improve the quality of my life, why do I care? And most of these white people, even if you go lay up under them and you date them, they're not doing anything to improve the quality of your life. You being invited to a white party by a bunch of white people is not going to improve the quality of your life. What's really going to happen is going to make you drown more in that well of self-hate that you're drowning in, because they're going to treat you differently. They're going to, at some point, show that they don't like you, and then you have to sell out your own race in order to get them to like you. Anytime you have to sell out who you are to get someone's approval, then you don't need that approval. So what we need to do is build up our community, get some self-esteem and some love for our own community, and stop treating people who don't like you better than you treat the people who actually look like you and do like you. You cannot convince me that as a person, you can say that you love yourself, but the only people that you are attracted to is the people who look the exact opposite of you. Black men who want to sit there and say they don't hate themselves, but they're only attracted to white women. That is an oxymoron and makes absolutely no logical sense. So you mean to tell me you can look in the mirror and you can love yourself, but the only people that you are attracted to is the people that look different than you do? That makes no sense. You can't value yourself and only want something that is the complete opposite of you, because then you're showing by action that you value that more than you value yourself. So again, you cannot oppose your own race and the group of people that look like you and still only be attracted to and only be interested in being with or building with a group of people that look the opposite of you. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, then I can't help you, really. So like, comment, and subscribe. The links to the FBI statistics is going to be in the description box. Share the video, even if you don't really care for me or how I look or what I have in my head or what kind of makeup I have on. Share the video anyway, because it's stating facts. I'm trying to refute a lot of these stereotypes. And if you don't want to do the research, then I'll do the research for you. Because at the end of the day, there is a narrative going around that black people are just these crime committers and these psychopaths, and the police have to really protect everybody from black people. And really, the only person that the police should be protecting people from is the man in the mirror. Because I'll tell you, historically, based off historical evidence, the biggest threat to humanity is a white man. Based on the crime statistics from the FBI, the biggest threat to humanity is a white man. No terrorist group in America has done anything to scratch the surface of what white men have done if you go through their history. And black men, if you think the white men are any different, let me ask you this question. Who do you think is raising the white men? The white women. Like, comment, and subscribe, and more videos to come.
Stay tuned in. The next episode will begin soon. You have just heard another great and powerful message for our black community. Brought to you by John Henry Media Network and the United States of America. This is the place for you, your family and friends to hear educational messages and music from other very important black people to help build a stronger and more revolution-ready black America. Your message will awaken another sleeping giant. So, contact us today at jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. I say again, that's jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. Get your music or message heard by millions, for another generous donation, today.
Weather's gone, the sun is shining.